This is Amanda at thecareermum.co.uk, and today I'd like to welcome Alexandra Galvez to our series of vlogs, and she'll be discussing her pearls of wisdom. What's quite unique is that Alex is 26, so she is still fairly early in her career, but has had some big learnings early on and gone on to be very successful. She has been voted in the top 10 LinkedIn voices in the UK for 2017, so she's a big influencer and really has a good perspective on what success looks like through her experience. So please do take just less than 5 minutes to listen to what she has to say. It resonated with me recently, having left Shell and going on through interviews, which I'm enjoying, and perhaps success looks different to me now than what it did 10 or 15 years ago. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to join the discussion, please come and join the Career Mum group on Facebook. It's open to all, men and women, parents or not, and it's really about supporting and empowering women to reach their potential. We have some great discussions around getting more girls into STEM, retention in work, supporting each other, whether you're a stay-at-home mum, you're not a mum, you're a dad, whatever you might be. It's a very supportive community, so I hope to see you there. Thanks very much.
Hi guys, my name is Alexandra Galvez and I have been asked to share with you a bit about my story. Now, just a disclaimer, I am not a mum. I'm 26 years old and I've had a very interesting career life, shall we say. A lot has happened in a very short space of time. So I thought I'd share a bit about who I am and what I'm about and how I got here. So I basically right now am a speaker, a personal branding and strategy consultant, and I also run some networking events. And I didn't start off or plan to ever do any of those three. I started off my career in the financial services. Prior to that, I went to university and I studied French, something that I'm incredibly passionate about, but had never had the intention of being an interpreter, translator, or a teacher for that matter, which is something that people always tend to assume when you study a language. So I basically did some internships in business whilst I was at university, knowing that that was the career I wanted to get into. Now, I came from very humble beginnings, so I had a very societal definition of success, which was money, power, and status. And I worked very hard towards all three of those throughout my corporate career. So when I graduated, I actually got headhunted by a foreign exchange firm. I started off there as a graduate, got promoted after a year, stayed there an extra year, and then got headhunted by a competitor to head up all of their training and development. Now, I stayed there for a year and a half, and when I got that job, honestly, I was literally on top of the world because it was everything that I dreamed of. It was a goal that I'd been working towards since I was 18. And, you know, I had this thing where I wanted to work in Canary Wharf, I wanted to earn a lot of money, I wanted to do international travel and have a management position. And then when I got that sort of at 24, which was a bit of a shock because I thought I'd get it by 30 or that was the target, I found myself a little lost. I realised that, you know, it wasn't the feeling that I'd sort of thought it was going to be. I felt really unfulfilled, I felt really confused, you know, my identity was sort of in question. And so I did a lot of soul searching for about a year and a half, where I kind of threw myself into loads of personal development things. I went to workshops, seminars, everything, you name it. And I kind of always joke with people that I say that I coached myself out of a job, really. So then once I sort of realised that that wasn't for me, I kind of, in that whole process of being in that role for a year and a half, had a massive breakdown, went through depression, had a lot of anxiety, stress, and realised I kind of left my job with a bit of a knee-jerk reaction of, do you know what, I've had enough, I feel like I've given enough to this world and it's time for me to move on. So the day I left, I kind of pulled the curtain back on what the glamorous corporate world is like and shared my experience, and also my experience about how wrong my definition of success was and how it was sort of very heavily based on what society, friends, peers tell us but actually what they don't tell you is that it comes with anxiety, depression, stress, etc. But that I was grateful for the opportunity because, you know, sometimes it takes getting to where you want to be to realise it's not where you're meant to be. And that post went massively viral. 80,000 people read it. And it just opened sort of a new door for me, and all of a sudden I thought, why did it resonate with so many people? And what I realised is that it was a conversation that so many wanted to have, but no one had the courage to have it. And so it became pretty much my mission to help people share their own stories, but also empower others to share theirs. So that's pretty much kind of the crux of where I am now. I've left my job for over a year now, and I go to lots of different events talking about personal branding, authenticity, the importance of vulnerability, and I work all the way from students and graduates in upskilling them all the way to C-suite, so turning them into thought leaders, helping them find jobs that they love, entrepreneurs as well, and freelancers. I hope you enjoyed that very rushed, quick recap of my life. If you want to find out a bit more about me, you can head over to LinkedIn and check out the hashtag AuthenticAlex, which you can see me sort of sharing my journey and some videos, so you can get to know me more. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and have a good rest of the day, guys. Bye bye.